Hi, this is Joseph Fink, and once again, what you are about to hear is not a typical Night Vale episode. This is the second part of the recording of our second anniversary live show, performed before a sold-out crowd at Town Hall in New York City. So if you haven't heard the first part, go back and listen to that, or this won't make a great deal of sense. But before you do that, listen to this intro, because I'm about to say some news that, depending on where you are in the world, might be of great interest to you. Before I say that news, let me just remind you that we are right now, the day this episode is released, on tour in Canada and the US. I think if you're listening to this on the first day we were in Toronto, maybe, we're going to be hitting several cities, as well as DashCon in Schaumburg, Illinois, and the San Diego Comic-Con, where we will be doing a big crossover show with the Thrilling Adventure Hour. Go to welcometonightvale.com and click on shows to see the full schedule and get tickets to any, or, all of these shows. Go crazy. Okay, here's the news. I am thrilled to be able to say that we are doing a tour of the UK and Europe this October and November. We will be hitting, let me look at the list. Okay, Dublin, Manchester, Birmingham, London, Glasgow, Edinburgh, Stockholm, Oslo, Copenhagen, Helsinki, Paris, Hamburg, Amsterdam, Cologne, Munich, and Berlin. Whew. Okay, apologies if I just murdered the name of your city, but tickets are going on sale this Friday, July 4th. It's unbelievable to us that we get to take this live show we've been building to all of you there, so grab these tickets before they go. WelcomeToNightVale.com, click on shows. Recordings of our last two live shows for sale. Still pay what you want on nightvale.bandcamp.com or on iTunes for $1.99. 2 hours of new material with guests and live music. Check them out. Let's see. What's going on in our new store? Well, a new Dark Owl Records t-shirt, it's amazing, and a new If You See Something, Say Nothing and Drink to Forget flask, amazing. Pretty much your last chance to buy campaign stuff, so do that. And we have even more stuff coming in the course of July, including a new shirt by the same person, Jessica Hayworth, who designed our Scary Deer shirt. A new secret item that you'll see very soon, designed by Kate Leth, who did all our scout badges. And for those hot summers, Night Vale tank top. So go to welcometonightvale.com and click on store if you like things. Hey, if you like what we do here with our show, and you want to help us see through walls and then help us stop seeing through walls before we seriously hurt ourselves on an unseen wall, well, please consider signing up for a small monthly donation. We really do depend on all of you. Those who donate a little more get a special personal audio thank you from Cecil himself. He records it just for you. Go to welcometonightvale.com and click on donate to do that thing. This has been Joseph Fink. Is Joseph Fink. Will always be Joseph Fink. Now, allow me to take you back to the show in progress. You remember the show, right? I believe it ended with...
Without darkness, without shadows, and without secrets. Listeners, there is someone knocking on my station door, which must mean Carlos. Carlos, is that you? Come in and welcome home my sweet cart. No. No, 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 no.
Cecil, I was in the neighborhood and I wanted to stop by.
No, Steve Carlsberg. You do not get to just stop by the studio. You are not a radio professional.
All right, fair, but I've been driving in circles around your station all day listening to the show, and it got me thinking. John Peters, you know, the farmer?
Yes, I do know.
Well, he was like, hey, y'all, there's a smiling God and the world is unraveling because I was in 4-H club. And he's mostly right. But I think that it's not a smiling God, but a secret underground missile testing site.
No, listen, the secret underground missile testing site is below the rec center, Steve.
Well, it's like the faceless old woman recently said while campaigning. She said, I'm replacing all of your digital photo albums with classified pictures of secret missile testing sites. I think the faceless old woman understands what's really going on, whereas Hiram is like, well, I can't really be bothered with looking into government overspending because I am literally a 5-headed dragon. And then his blue head is like, when you consider the mathematics, there's no benefit to us. And then Gray says, thinking about government interference makes me sad. And Violet says, we must be free above all. We must be free and also above all other things. And then his last head just keeps roaring and saying, your body burns quickly, soft human protesters. But really, I was thinking about what your boyfriend Carlos said.
Don't you dare, Steve Carlsberg.
So, he said,
I'm certain I can stop the light from entering Night Vale. I have a simple device that will protect us.
I am not dating a munchkin from The Wizard of Oz. That's not, no.
You sure?
I'm quite sure.
All right. Fair enough. But look, he's, and no offense, Cecil, but he's an outsider. He's not from here. How do we know he's not part of the super underground secret military government that is testing missiles?
Steve Carlsberg, did you just accuse my boyfriend of being a secret operative?
Well, yeah.
Because that'd be pretty cool, actually.
No, it wouldn't. It's dangerous.
That'd be awesome.
It's dangerous awesome.
But it is, nevertheless, it is not true, Steve. Plus, how many times do I have to tell you that there is nothing secret about the secret missile testing? It is as American as using drug-laced apple pie to test the effects of hallucinogens on innocent citizens.
I think he brings up a good point, Cecil.
You. How did you get in here?
Hey, thanks, interloper. Whoa, cool eyes.
Oh, thank you. I wish I could say the same. Cecil, listen, it's hard to get work done when there's all this fighting. And it's hard to smile when there's no working. And if we aren't smiling, then what value do we have? Watch me smile.
You monster.
That was really gross. Do it again.
Look at how much better we all feel from that. But right now, no one is being productive. There are angels.
Actually,
No,
there's
of
not.
course
There's not a thing.
And a desert army out there battling. For what? For hooded figures? For forbidden dog parks? For a glow cloud?
All hail.
For the constant terror of a secret police who can invade your home at any time without so much as a letter from Human Resources?
But they are our hooded figures, and it is our glow cloud. All hail. And this is our town, and it is terrible. But it is ours, and we are fighting for it.
I used to feel that way about Desert Bluffs. So many secrets and conspiracies and darkness in our days. It all felt so important, so permanent. But then we met the smiling God. Oh, it was wonderful. The sun stopped setting. Or maybe there wasn't a sun anymore. Maybe there was just that other brighter light. Who knows? I do know that I couldn't stop smiling. None of us could. And our smiles seemed better, fuller, wider. Soon we had no need for government cover-ups or secrets. Everything was transparent. Literally. You could see through everything and everyone. The bones, the blood, the scurrying insects inside every human body. There was so much work to be done. And such a wonderful company to do it for. Even the ones that resisted the most at first soon found that they loved the smiling God more than anyone. Even the most resistant of radio hosts soon found his way to productive work, happy songs, and a wide, gaping smile. So, let's do this together, Cecil. Believe with me in a smiling God, the greater Night Vale and Desert Bluffs metropolitan area, a town with not one, but two happy, helpful voices.
Listeners, Kevin has just opened up the studio door, only it is not the studio door. It is an oak door, and light, a blinding light, is pouring in, and everything is becoming translucent.
Do you see, friends? The beautiful majesty of living as one under the unrelenting love of a smiling God.
Wow, I mean, it's a very pretty light. You know, that company picnic of yours sure wasn't fun, but I got more done in 2 weeks than in the rest of my life combined.
No, Steve, what are you saying? No!
Kevin, before I step into your weird light, let me ask you about schools real fast. Now, my stepdaughter Janice is 10 years old, and the elementary schools are okay, but I don't know if I can afford to send her to private school when she's a
Say
little
no more, Steve Carlsberg. Desert Bluff schools are top-notch. Young Janice can take college prep courses as early as 12. Our charter schools even have great medical programs where they can heal her of all her problems.
I'm sorry, I don't get it.
Yeah, Janice's uncle here. What do you mean by heal her?
She can't walk, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no,
mean,
it's birth.
She can't.
Well, rather than build all those crazy ramps and elevators, we just fix people so that they can become better and more productive.
You are awful and gross, and I was only being polite about your eyes. They are weird. Now you listen to me.
Listeners, Steve Carlsberg has just picked up Kevin by his blood-stained lapels.
You will not change my hometown. You will not change my stepbrother. And Kevin of Desert Bluffs, you will not change or fix or do anything at all to my little girl.
And Steve is carrying him to the open oak door, and he just pushed him through into that blinding, awful light.
Oh, smile!
And Kevin is gone.
I did not like that guy very much.
Me neither. Thanks, Steve.
Anything for my girl. Try and tell me that there's something about her needs fixing.
You know, Steve, we have our differences. So many differences. More differences
Yeah, I
than
understand
not.
what
Yes.
you're saying about the differences.
But I am glad that you are there to take care of Janice. And she could do a lot worse.